Hey guys, what's going on? Frank Rich here from Reboot Recovery, and in today's video, I want to talk to you about the number one reason why you'll fail in your journey to rebooting from porn, removing this habit of porn and masturbation out of your life for good, and ultimately stepping into a life that you were created to live. But before we get into today's video, guys, I'll remind you who we are and what we do here. My name is Frank Rich, CEO, founder, and head coach at Reboot Recovery, and it is our mission to help men break free from the shackles of porn addiction through the power of faith and fitness. Now, we do that in a handful of different ways. First off, right here on the Rebuild Your Life YouTube channel, we are releasing new videos every single day, Monday through Friday at this point. So if you're new to the channel and haven't done so yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button right down there and turn those post notifications on so you are notified every single time a new video is released. And secondly, for you guys that are in the early stages of identifying some of the problems that porn has had on your life and are curious about what life could look like for you once you've been able to remove this destructive habit of porn and masturbation out of your life, make sure to download our free ebook, guys. It's a 7-step guide to living life without porn, where we walk you through the exact process that we teach our students here at Rebuild Recovery on how to identify all the negative ways that porn is impacting your life, how to build a successful plan for the future for you once you've been able to remove this habit, and then how to take that plan and build it into an actionable plan that you can execute upon every single day, building the discipline, willpower, and execution to hold yourself accountable throughout this process, because it will be a series of months for you to successfully reboot. So download the free ebook, guys. I'm gonna link it down there in that first pinned comment below. But let's get back to today's video, guys. The number one reason why you'll fail in your journey, or why you'll fail in completely rebooting yourself from pornography. And first of all, let's kind of define and explain what it means to fully reboot from porn, because I know that's a word that gets thrown around on this channel a lot, gets thrown around in this kind of world as well. I mean, there's a lot of different channels out there. There's a lot of people teaching these tactics and these strategies. What a reboot is this is a process at which you have to rewire your brain. And we take it a little bit deeper here at Rebuild Recovery, because I don't think that the addiction is just negatively impacting our brain. I think that it's had a major impact on our heart, and I think that's had a major impact on our body as well. You know, a lot of guys that we talk to are experiencing some of the physical effects of porn addiction: erectile dysfunction, limp erections, premature ejaculation, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So when we talk about rebooting specifically here on this channel, we're talking about a rewiring of your brain. We're talking about a reshaping of your heart, how you see the world, how you view women, how you live in service of others, and then how you rebuild your body. So it's really a trifecta of rebooting. Rewire your brain, reshape your heart, rebuild your body. And that's what makes what we teach here at Rebuild Recovery completely different than every other porn addiction program in the world. We are the world's only fully integrated, holistic, growth-centric approach to removing porn from your life. So that's what rebooting is. Rebooting is literally rewiring your brain and overcoming the addiction to pornography. And maybe it's not an addiction. Maybe that's not how you're viewing it. If that's the case, go back and watch yesterday's video where I talk about why you need to stop asking the question, am I addicted to pornography? Okay, so now that we understand what rebooting is, it's literally changing our chemistry. It's changing our physiology to where we're becoming a different person. And what we like to use here at Rebuild Recovery is you have to become the man that's no longer addicted to porn. So rebooting is literally stepping into a new version of yourself. Rebooting is literally stepping into a new life. And rebooting is stepping into the life that you were created to live. It's stepping into becoming the best version of yourself. So what is going to prevent you from successfully rebooting? It's not the amount of time that you've been viewing porn. It's not how bad has it impacted. It's not your age. It's not your mindset. Well, it is going to be partially your mindset. It's not going to be your intelligence. It's not going to be your skill set. It's not going to be your abilities. It's not going to be your relationship. It's not going to be who your parents were. None of these matter. How long you've been viewing porn doesn't determine if you can successfully reboot. How bad the effects have gotten doesn't determine if you can successfully reboot. What I'm here to tell you is that every single one of us has the power to reboot ourselves. We have the power to change our lives, and the only thing that will prevent that from happening is us. In my journey, in my recovery, in my story, I am the limiting factor. I would be the only reason that I would not successfully reboot. So flip the script. In your journey, in your story, in your transformation, you are the only reason why you will fail in fully rebooting. And what it ultimately comes down to is, are you willing to follow through and stick with it for as long as it's going to take? And I know that this is a hard pill to swallow, but I can't give you a definitive time frame on what that looks like. For us here at Reboot Recovery, what we've developed is a 16-week curriculum that walks you through all the processes and all the steps needed. Now, does that mean that every guy that joins our program reboots in 16 weeks? No. Some of them reboot in 4. Some of them reboot in 8. Some of them reboot in 24 or 32 because they maybe weren't as persistent and they didn't follow through as hard in the beginning stages, but we're all individually unique, which means our process in rebooting is going to take a little bit more time for some than it is for others. But that doesn't mean that it's not possible. Every single one of us has the ability to change our life. And if we're not willing to put in the hours, if we're not willing to put in the time, if we're not willing to put in all the work and effort that's needed to reboot, to change our life, to step into everything that we were created for, then we just don't want it bad enough. And that's where you got to change your perception. You got to change your mindset. I understand what you're going through right now. It's hard. You're dealing with guilt, shame, social anxiety, depression. We talked about some of the physical withdrawals, the mental barrier that's holding you back right now. The fact that every time you sit down at your computer, all you can think about is I want to go to my favorite site and stream pornography. The fact that every time you look at another woman or you look at any woman, all you can think about is, man, I would love to insert your favorite porn scene to her. I understand it. I understand where you're living and existing in and what you're going through right now. But if you do not have the drive, if you do not have the willpower, if you do not have enough want to and enough deep underlying reason why you want to change, then ultimately you're not gonna follow through on this. But the only thing that's gonna hold you back, the only reason why you wouldn't successfully reboot is if you give up before it happens, if you give up before the change takes place. So if anything, this video is more about an inspiration. It's more about me speaking into you and understand I don't know exactly where you are in your life right now. If you want to talk about it, download the free ebook, and when you download the book, we can hop on a call. You'll literally be prompted to my schedule page where you and I can jump on a free consultation call. We can talk about what this would look like. But I'm here to tell you guys that if you're struggling with the compulsive behaviors and in addiction to porn and masturbation right now, make a decision that you're fed up, that you're tired, and you're ready to change, and then find the right program, find the right steps. If it's not what we have here, then that's completely okay. I understand there's a lot of other programs, there's a lot of other paths to removing it. We've been very clear in building our curriculum. It's dedicated and it's created for one specific man, one man that is fed up with where he's existing right now and is ready to step into the life from a holistic, growth-centric, fully integrated perspective. Like we talked about, we're going to rewire your brain. So rebooting it starts in the brain. The addiction right now is living in your brain, so we got to start with changing your brain. So we're going to rewire your brain. We're going to reshape your heart. If this sounds like something that you really want to do, I highly recommend you download the free ebook. Reshape your heart. But ultimately, as somebody that has spent his life in the health and fitness industry, I know how important our physical body is. I know how important it is to take care of this one temple that we were given. So it's sitting really in the foundation of the work that we do here. It's helping you rebuild your body. Okay? So understand, guys, that if you are struggling with this addiction right now, if you're struggling with these compulsive behaviors, you have the ability to step out of it, but you are the only one that's going to be able to make this happen for you. I can help guide you in the process. I can help hold you accountable. I can help show you the steps through our curriculum. I can help show you the way. I can connect you with some other men that have done this within our Facebook group. Okay, so we have proof, we have success stories, but ultimately the only thing that's going to hold you back is you. And are you going to let that happen? Are you going to live the rest of your life knowing that you had the power to change but didn't take action? Are you gonna look back 5 years from now? Are you gonna look back 20 years from now and regret that you didn't take action to remove this habit, that you didn't take action to remove this compulsive behavior? It's a simple question, guys. Are you ready? If you are, do two things. Like this video, comment below, say I'm ready, and then download the free ebook, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna link it down there in that first pinned comment below. Download the free ebook, guys. But Frank Rich here from Reboot Recovery, really hoping that this video spoke to you, really hoping that it brought some insight, that it brought some inspiration, and that it brought some motivation that you can take back control of your life. So Frank Rich from Reboot Recovery, you have the power to change your life. You have the power to take back control. Download the free ebook, like the video, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. See you on the other side.